Hello again. These people think you are not too nice.
Too nice? For what?
For life as we know it to have evolved without an intelligent designer, I'm going to prove them wrong. Your wife is very ugly.
Get out of here.
Deb? He's obviously trying to prove a point.
I think I just did. You're either perfect or you're sick. In my experience, sick is much more common.
He's not sick. He's nice.
It's nice in the sense that your toaster is nice for making you breakfast. It's the only thing his wiring will let him do. He has Williams syndrome. Your husband is missing the genes that make him suspicious.
You're wrong. He's...
Relax. There's no cure. He's gonna go right on tasting a lemon meringue pie, fainting, and being a sap.
What about the other symptoms?
Has no other symptoms.
But Williams does.
He's got the teeth, glasses.
Williams cuts IQ by 20.
He doesn't work in the physics department, except when they spill a black hole on their carpet.
Elf in appearance?
Yeah, he's more Legolas than Keebler. I bet you he can still crack off a batch of pecan sandies.
Perfect pitch.
You'll love to karaoke, right?
I suck.
Modest. Another symptom.
No, he really does suck.
Give us a warble. You know any Cher?
No, but I know bread. Baby, I'ma want you. Baby, I'ma need you. You're the only one I care enough to hurt about. Maybe I will.
What's the matter?
He's stroking.
Not a moment too soon.
I don't have syphilis.
You don't know.
How many ways are there to get it?
You can know who you had sex with. You can't know who she...
I do.
Not for sure.
It's a waste of time. I had a stroke. You can't keep wasting time. We were tested from the Peace Corps.
10 years ago. You haven't been with your wife every minute of every day.
You think I'm naive, don't you?
I think you... Yeah,
I know my wife.
she's not perfect.
I'm not perfect. But she loves me. And she's always loved me. Every minute, every day.
Okay, got a good view of the heart.
What if we lower House's dosage? Maybe stabilize him? He doesn't get worse, he doesn't get better.
Quite the line to walk. If we're wrong, he dies of neurosyphilis.
If we don't, other people die.
Other people who aren't our boss.
People.
This sucks. The guy had a gift. I killed... Hi, what?
House doesn't have syphilis. He switched the blood samples.
How do you know that?
House told Wilson I wanted to ruin House's day. See ya.
We're idiots.
We're not idiots. Positive blood test means positive blood test.
Apparently not. There they are. Let's see if they... what are you doing? We're not done.
He doesn't have syphilis.
I know.
Patient tested positive for syphilis, right?
Just some sort of recap?
But why did he test positive for syphilis?
Oh, I know this.
Either one, he has syphilis,
I was gonna say that.
or two, the test was wrong twice, or three, he gave us someone else's blood.
Who?
Amber.
Get that idiotic smile out of my face. I gotta go on a killing spree.
Or four, he has something that tests positive for syphilis.
It's not Chagas.
He worked in Costa Rica before he was married.
Is two a spree, or do I have to kill you too? Chagas wouldn't explain the niceness.
I've heard of remote tribes that actually practice acts of kindness, or the Chagas caused encephalitis.
MRI showed no signs of it.
Until we started him on steroids, compromised the immune system, and let the infection flare up. I did another one. It's not much.
It's plenty. You figured this out because I don't have syphilis? Damn. It should have been my epiphany. Good news, bad news. Good news is, you know what you have. It's treatable. You're gonna live.
Really?
What's the bad news?
The cure is a grueling course of pills. It's like one a day for a month.
Now you're just trying to make me laugh.
Yeah, like that's a challenge.
You have Chagas disease. It's a parasite. It's been asymptomatic for 10 years.
Not quite. Your brain's been swollen. Not enough to see, but enough to alter your personality.
Oh, we're back to that.
He screamed at you. You don't think you can change?
That was because of the drugs.
So you think drugs are more powerful than parasites? I mean, the ones we're going to give you to treat the parasites obviously are, but I stand by the principle.
I'm not worried.
Neither am I.
Neither am I. That's because I don't care.
Look what I found.
Nice.
They think you might be able to come home tomorrow.
That's good.
What's the matter?
The ketchup. There's something wrong with that.
Tastes fine. Anything else?
Everything else is great. I don't know. I guess I don't like ketchup anymore. I don't know what else I don't like.
Follow my finger with your eyes.
How much longer will Dr. Cuddy be?
Well, given the number of mojitos she's knocking back at the party, I'd say it's going to be at least 3 hours before she's even conscious.
Weren't you at the same party?
I don't drink. I want you to reach out and grab my cane.
What's wrong?
Your son's brain is losing control of his muscles.
Dr. Cuddy's message said it was just dehydration from diarrhea.
She's wrong.
Is he gonna be all right?
I don't know. While you were all wearing your Frankie Says Relax t-shirts, I was treating a 73-year-old woman who went through this progression of symptoms, the last of which was, in case any of you missed that class in mid-school, that one's untreatable. Kids got the first two. It took Esther an hour and 20 minutes to go from 2 to 3, and less than a day to make it all the way to the rear exit.
This is all because a child has some blood in his diarrhea. He's got a tummy ache. If there was any reason to think it was anything worse, Cuddy would be all over it.
Great. Do a colonoscopy.
And a 6-year-old kid who probably has nothing worse than some food poisoning.
And if you happen to find any purple papules, do me a favor and grab a slice. I want to check for Erdheim Chester.
A disease that there have been, what, maybe 200 reported cases of, ever?
If Esther's family had let me do an autopsy, there'd be 201.
It's not the first time I've seen this file. About a month before Cameron was hired, some trucker came in here with these symptoms. House decided he was dying. 2 days and a spinal tap, bone marrow extraction, and 3 colonoscopies later, we send the guy home with a bunch of painkillers and a diagnosis of a bad cheese sandwich. One of the guys who worked here before me said House tried to cure Esther at least 3 other times. You know how people see the Virgin Mary in Danishes and stuff? Someone died 12 years ago, and House doesn't know why. House sees that case now, and paint peeling, and clouds, and now this poor kid.
It's not Erdheim Chester.
It's exactly what we said before, a garden variety viral gastroenteritis. Can we go back to the party?
Do a kidney biopsy. Esther's shut down and exactly...
This kid is not Esther. You screwed up. She died. I'm sorry, but that does not mean this kid is dying as well.
Jeez, I test you when you don't get any fuzz. Come on.
What'd the test say?
Colonoscopy was clean, and the biopsy was negative for Erdheim, Chester.
So Ian's gonna be all right. It was just some sort of virus.
What's that?
Urine.
Oh, but it's brown.
Ian's kidneys are shutting down.
Still think it's not the same case? What explains everything?
E. coli HO157 causes bloody diarrhea and leads to hemolytic uremic syndrome. Toxins from the bacteria cause these kidneys to shut down. We should start him on plasmapheresis.
Clear, concise, and completely plausible. And exactly what I did last time. Didn't work. What else?
Goodpasture syndrome. Circulating antibodies cause kidney failure and bleeding.
But not the purple papules.
If you throw in Esther's next symptom, brain, makes me think heavy metal
His
toxicity.
hematocrit would have to be low. It's at 44, and Esther's never dropped below.
42.
You have the file memorized?
It's my lucky number.
What? What's happening? Ian, come on. Honey, just relax. Ian, breathe. Come on, honey. Please. Please, honey.
How many tests can we do with that? Look, we cure the kid, we solve everybody's problems. How many?
Maybe 2 good pieces.
How many okay pieces?
3'd be pushing it.
3 tests, 7 choices. Okay, what's first?
Sarcoidosis seems most likely.
Yeah, so likely Cubby's gonna think of that all on her own. She's got the kid's whole body to play with. Let her do that test. What's next?
It's moving too fast to be spreading. It has to be growing from something that's already there.
Genetic disorder, tuberous sclerosis.
Or it's his immune system, histiocytosis.
Well, there are more documented cases of histio amongst older people and tuberous sclerosis. Let's start with that. You want me out of here?
You come up with anything?
No.
Hey.
We can talk about it tomorrow.
I won the poker tournament. I totally played this guy Berman from Business Affairs. I got great cards, but I don't bet. Just call, no raises. Berman pairs his king on the flop. I keep calling. The river turns. I check. He can't stand it. He goes all in. He's sure he's won. I call. I flip him.
Pocket aces.
I nailed his ass.
The aces were hiding all along. Test him for Erdheim Chester disease.
Bernheim Chester, that's not even on the list.
Because we already did it. He tested negative.
So did Esther.
Disease lied.
Yeah, the tumor's got it in for you. Diseases don't lie.
Fine, it didn't lie. It's slow platus. We biopsied the colon. It hadn't reached the GI tract yet. It's there now. It's in his liver, his lungs.
You want it to be there. Because then you didn't screw up 12 years ago.
We can't waste our one test on the one disease we know it's not.
Run the test.
Sure about this?
Wait, let me think about that. Don't pressure me. Just run the damn test.
Cells look like macrophages.
That's a good start. Take your time and say it loud.
CD68 positive.
Start the treatment.
You gonna pay for that?
Nice of you to offer. Now I can actually get some cream cheese.
29-year-old teacher. She works with special needs children. She...
Love what you're wearing. Brings out the blue of the case file. Means it's not from the ER. So why are you here?
Because Dr. Cuddy is not here. She's decided to spend some more time at home with the baby for a while and taking over some of her day-to-day responsibilities, like babysitting you.
Interesting. You have your whole life ahead of you. So why would Cuddy want you to die so young?
She figured I'd spent 3 years working for you. I was inoculated.
Good. Fun. You get to exercise your newfound power. I squirm under your thumb, resent the student becoming the teacher, and then push comes to shove, and we all get to realize what our real role should be. Then you put out.
That's why I took the job.
Got a patient with ITP. Need to hit her with radiation.
I'm gonna have to call you back. Methotrexate.
Good point. On the other hand, if she bleeds in her brain, she's gonna need a special ed class of her own.
Fine.
Really?
Yeah, if you think it's right, do it.
Some people thought you were gonna be brutal, marking your territory.
Who?
Nobody. Just because I call him nobody doesn't make me a racist.
I'm not gonna play games. If you come to me with a request and it makes medical sense, I'll say yes.
I need oral sex. Pretty sure biological imperative qualifies as medical sense.
Can I return my phone call now?
I don't really see how that's gonna be possible.
Patient won't respond to methotrexate. Bleeding time hasn't improved.
You have a medical dilemma. For me, I have one for you. I need a reason to not do total body irradiation.
Other than that Cameron said you can't?
She said I can.
Then why don't we just do it?
Because it's premature, reckless, and potentially lethal.
Then why don't we just don't do it?
Because that would let Cameron in on the fact that I never intended to do it.
This is gonna be convoluted, isn't it?
I figured I'd ask for something really crazy so she'd shoot me down and get the whole I can control House thing out of her perky little system. So the next time I went back and asked for something marginally crazy, she would seem marginally reasonable and she'd say yes. So, yeah, slightly convoluted.
You're screwed.
How in the world could you approve total body irradiation for a patient with possible ITP?
It was the right call.
There is no medical justification for that kind of...
Not medically, no. Absolutely no medical rationalization. I had to say yes because House wanted me to say no.
You think he was bluffing?
I'm the new kid. He had to test me.
Don't get cute. Don't engage him. Do not play his games because you will lose.
You hired me to do this job. Let me do it.
You come to procedures now?
Only the ones that might involve stopping the patient's heart.
Cameron tell you to be here?
Shut up.
A pancreatic tumor is much more likely to kill her.
Not this week, not next week, not next month.
The number confusion was 6 years ago. You don't think we have time for an ERCP?
The heart attack was 6 hours ago. Now, maybe it's planning to go into hiding for a couple of years, or maybe it's gonna hit her lungs.
Stop. We have to assume it's the brain.
I'll go fire up the biopsy drill.
No, we had to assume it's the brain until we prove otherwise. Do an MRI, T2 images.
You want me to do another test?
You should be able to see the MS plaques. If they exist, you can do your biopsy.
No. You want to say yes. You know, you should say yes. But you also think that this job is about standing up to me. So you're not going to say yes, or you're not going to say no. You're just going to waste time. And the patient's brain or pancreas or whatever is wrong with her is not going to wait for you to impress your boss. So pick one, either him or me.
Do the MRI.
Good news. I don't need your approval for some crazy, unproven treatment. I just need to do a test.
You want to remove your patient's skull?
Remind me to revoke Kuttner's telephone privileges.
I didn't realize that was an AMA-approved treatment for MS.
Not searching for MS, but what set it off? Equine encephalitis. Turned a cool breeze of MS into a Cat 5 storm.
I didn't realize your patient was a horse.
There's been human cases.
Not when it's 30 degrees outside. Transmission is by mosquito.
So she got bitten 6 months ago. Or it's some other infection. Whatever it is, it's running rampant in the left side of her brain. When I get in there, I'll get you the specifics.
You're asking me to let you cut off the top of someone's head. I need more than I'll know it when I see it.
So you want proof before you let me go looking for the proof. This is the test.
You have to give me something.
Cuddy's gonna love you. Patient, on the other hand, is gonna hate you until the day she dies next week. Actually, this idiot will probably forgive you. Kid with a raging viral syndrome and 3 dead mosquitoes. I'm off to storm the Bastille.
These aren't mosquitoes.
Fruit flies. Close enough.
Acute viral nasopharyngitis. One of her students has the common cold.
Team's not what it used to be. On the other hand, Kuttner ran his endoscopic ultrasound, didn't find PEEP.
So disproving it's her pancreas proves it's her brain.
Yes! You used to do this job, remember? That's what you used to pass for evidence.
Now I do this job. You brought me 3 dead bugs and a runny nose.
I can't find you the proof you want because it's trapped inside her head. And the only way I can get at it is to cut it open and rip it out, which is apparently the one test you won't let me run. So either I do this or I do nothing.
What do you want me to do? Say yes just because your house?
I'd certainly like that, yeah.
Yes. She's incredible.
Thank you. Great work today. Should trust your instincts. I will in the future.
I quit.
I think I just apologized. If you want, I can get down on my knees.
It's not because of you. I approved an insane procedure with no proof, no evidence,
You
no...
made the right call. The problem was a brain problem. Without the procedure, House never notices the increased left brain function. She'd be dead if you hadn't said yes.
I know. But I'll always say yes to House. I studied under him. He's in my head. And if you gave anyone else this job, they would always say no, because they should. House is insane.
Which leaves me.
Sorry.